Hello, guys, and welcome back to Quality Shot. Welcome to another live play-by-play comms of the US Open. I'm your host for today's stream. I'm Ash. Nice to see you all. And we're going to be watching along, commentating along to the second round matchup between Jodie Burrage, my fellow Brit, and Aryna Sabalenka of Belarus. What should be a fun watch. Neither of these women have played before, so not a lot to go by in terms of head-to-head, but should make for fun watching. I know it's a bit of a bumper day here at Quality Shot. We've got just had a stream of the Sinner-Sonego match, and I think two more streams coming up after this. We've got Monfils Rublev and Noskova as well, so plenty to enjoy here at Quality Shot during this US Open. I believe we've got Fazan and Anthony streaming after this, so stay tuned. What a nice way to spend your day or evening, wherever you are. Just listening along, chatting along. Make sure you get your comments in, guys. Let me know your thoughts going into this match. Any predictions? Anyone seeing an upset? Any Brits in the chat? Back in Burrage? It's hard to see, given the golf in the rankings and in success, but you never know. Personally, I'm going to go Saba in 2. No wild prediction. Playing it very safe, but we shall see. And guys, if you've been enjoying the content here at Quality Shot recently, then please drop this video a like and subscribe to the channel. It really is appreciated. My first stream back in a while, so apologies if I'm a bit rusty. Still getting used to things again, so I would appreciate your patience. But the channel's been doing well, which is super good to see. Players just finishing up with some serving, and we will be getting going very shortly. Sabalenka looking to go at least one better. She's been twice a semi-finalist here at Flushing Meadows. Of course, she won Australia on the hard courts earlier this year, so she'll be backing herself. Definitely come close in the past, but should be hopeful that this is her year. And Jodie Burrage, well, fairly unknown, maybe unless you're a big fan of British tennis. Got to the Nottingham final this year, losing to fellow Brit Katie Bolter, but had a pretty encouraging grass court season. She was victorious against Anna Blinkova in the first round, winning in pretty solid fashion, 6-3, 6-4. But this definitely one of the biggest tests of her career against the power of Sabalenka, who is going to serve first. And that first serve goes out wide to the forehand of Burrage. The forehand from Sabalenka, good depth on it. Burrage loops one up, and Sabalenka going massive into out, but going wide. Love 15. Good start for Burrage. Serve from Sabalenka, now out wide. Backhand return from Burrage. Backhand line from Sabalenka. Burrage on the stretch with the forehand. To the backhand of Sabalenka. Burrage now with a slice down the line. Forehand cross court, whipped by Sabalenka. Burrage then into the net. 15 all. Serve is wide from Sabalenka. Second serve now from the Belarusian goes to the forehand of Burrage, goes to the forehand of Sabalenka. Sabalenka then watches Burrage's backhand hit the net. 30-15. Now Sabalenka goes down the tee, big serve. Nothing that Burrage could do with that. 40-15 is a couple game points for Sabalenka. Now Sabalenka serves down the tee, goes long. Second serve coming up. Serve to the forehand of Burrage. It's a let. Now Sabalenka with the second serve goes to the forehand of Burrage. Forehand from Sabalenka, hit hard, but hit into the net. 40-30, still game point for Saba. Zon says, can Burrage do it, Ash? Well, you'd be a brave man to predict that. Definitely would be a major upset. And Burrage not exactly too experienced on the big stage, albeit did play in the second round of Wimbledon in front of a big crowd. Sabalenka then serves to the forehand of Burrage, but goes into the net. Does Jodie B. So Sabalenka holds in that opening game. Yeah, I can't see Burrage getting it done. Call me pessimistic, but I think Sabalenka's going to have too much for Jodie Burrage. So I'll just check the other scores on the doors, because Burrage's fellow Brit, a good friend, Katie Bolter, has come through against Wang in 3 sets, so she's on her way to the third round. We'll see if her compatriot can follow her there. So Burrage will serve, goes into the net. Second serve to follow. She goes to the backhand of Sabalenka. Backhand cross from Burrage, clips the net, lands in. Sabalenka then drives a slice down the line, and Burrage goes into the net. Should have been her point there, but isn't. And Sabalenka somehow wins that one. Love 15. Lexi says, "Welcome back." Thank you, Lexi. Thanks for having me back. Serve out wide is a good one. Now Burrage goes into her forehand and she finds the line. Nicely done. 15 all. How have you been, Lexi? been a long time. I've been a rusty. It's been a long time since I've done commentary. So I've been to the net from Burrage. I've been keeping up with the channel. It's doing well, which is good to see. So I've done the tee, backhand return from Sabalenka, backhand cross from Burrage, and from Sabalenka. Now backhand line from Burrage, forehand into the net by Sabalenka, 30-15. Burrage looking super dialed in, to be fair. Lexi asks, who is Burrage? Valid question. She's a fellow Brit, so got to support her. Serve from Burrage into the net. What's her current ranking? Serve out wide, backhand return from Sabalenka. Now backhand cross from Burrage. Backhand line from Sabalenka. Forehand run by Burrage is in. Sabalenka loops up the forehand. Now Burrage deep in the court with a backhand. Sabalenka steps in, backhand down the line. Forehand slice from Burrage. Into and forehand from Sabalenka. Burrage trying to go down the line, passing, misses. So 30 all. And it's a big point now on Burrage's serve. Burrage is currently ranked 96, highest ranked 94. So definitely in a good place in terms of her career right now. Lexi asks, how was the tour? It was insane, Lexi. I had a blast. It was so many cool places, so much fun. So that wide is missed by Burrage. Yeah, I want to live there now. I'm done with England. Serve to the forehand of Sabalenka, goes big with the return. Now she steps in, going forehand line, backhand cross from Burrage, backhand cross from Sabalenka. Burrage then with a forehand goes well long and presents an early breakpoint opportunity for Saba. Mo lady, is that Mana? Is that a new name? Tell me, I'm not sure. There's Ash. Hi. Hello. And Lex says, are you near Berkshire? No, I don't think so. But apparently that's a really nice place. Serve into the net from Burrage. Second serve. Oh, and she goes into the net again. Gifts Sabalenka that early break. And when you're up against a top player like Sabalenka, you can't afford to make errors like that. So Sabalenka, as expected, already asserting her dominance in this second round matchup. How far am I from Berkshire? Let's find out. I think it's pronounced Berkshire, I'm pretty sure. Even though it's spelled like Berkshire. Sabalenka serves out wide, great serve, that's an ace. I'm about an hour away. How come you asked, Lexi? Are you going there? So 15 love. Sabalenka serves out wide. Block return from Burrage. Forehand into the open court by Saba. 30 love. Mo lady says, hi Lexi, can't see your messages again. No. That's not good. Who or what is preventing the QualityShot fan from interacting with each other? Serve down the tee from Sabalenka is long. Lexi says super far. Nope, pretty near. I don't think I've ever been though. I just hear it's nice. Serve down the tee to the backhand of Burrage. Forehand is long from Sabalenka. 30-15. But also, I never mentioned, probably because I haven't been on the channel, but I went to Toronto a few weeks ago, and coincidentally, the Toronto Open was on. So I went to watch it, which was awesome. Saw Alcaraz, Paul, Monfils, and Sinner. What a day! What a day. Into the rally here. Big into out forward from Sabalenka. Now she goes with the backhand volley. Burrage with the lob. It's really good from Jodie Burrage. That lands in. And she's recovered here to 30 all. Sabalenka hit a big into out forehand there. Chose to chase it in and go with the backhand volley, but it was quite a difficult low volley in the end. And Burrage, in fairness, executes the lob very well. It says, I'll be attending a wedding. Oh, cool. Oh, that would be a nice wedding, I'm sure. Because, like I said, I think Berkshire's really nice. Did you block me? Serve out wide. Not return from Burrage now and into in forehand from Sabalenka. That's what she can do with the 1+ there. Big serve out wide and then follows up with that forehand. 40-30. So game point to the Belarusian. How far do you guys reckon she can go in this tournament? Who are you backing to win it as well? Serve out wide. And serve to the backhand of Burrage. Big return. Big backhand though from Sabalenka. Burrage finds that too hot to handle. She goes into the net. 3-love. Sabalenka leads. So normal service resume right now. It says Clifton House. I don't know where that exactly. I think I've heard of that. Maybe I'm just making that up. I could swear I've heard of that. Oh yeah, I have seen this place. It's a National Trust property, I think. This place is beautiful. This place is really nice. Like, you might have to do a vlog for us. The people need to see this place. Wow. Strong start from Sabalenka here, guys. No surprises so far. Alexi, that place is super nice. I felt like I heard of the name. That is stunning. So Burrage serving now, 3-love down already. In a bit of trouble in this opening set. First serve is out wide. Turned by Sabalenka. Forehand from Burrage. He is in. 15-love. Zahn says this might be a step too far for Burrage. Certainly looking that way so far. I cannot lie. Serve out wide. It's a good one. Sabalenka frames the return. 30-love. I mean, Burrage has not much big match experience, and I mean, this will help going forward, you'd think, but yeah, it's a lot to ask. Slice return from Sabalenka, backhand slice from Burrage, forehand down the line from Burrage, backhand in from Sabalenka, a forehand to forehand now. Burrage going cross court with the forehand. Sabalenka going big, but wildly misses. So Burrage racing into a 40-love lead. Which will be music to any Burrage fans' ears. Can she hold? Can she close it out now? Serve from Burrage to the forehand of Sabalenka. Goes long. Big pump of the fist. And she holds. No chance of a bagel in the opener. And Burrage just gets a foothold in the first set and in this match. She's from Kingston upon Thames, which is very near me. So I'm now fully supporting Burrage. Sabalenka serving 3-1 up. Next is, I don't have time to search up. I'll be checking it later. I just found out about like 2 hours ago. I'll be attending for my brother. I don't even know her. So from Sabalenka to the forehand of Burrage, who goes wild with the return. Keep it calm, Jodie. She misses. 15 love. Can't be given a free point like that. Alexia, you got loads of brothers, right? Congrats. So to the backhand of Burrage. Back into backhand. Burrage going long. Just, I mean, when it gets into those rallies from the baseline, the power of Sabalenka is simply too much right now for Burrage. Next he says, Draper 1-2. Yes, super happy. Let's go, Drac. Let's go. Good to see him progressing in the tournament. Missed him a bit this year. See how far he can go now. Definitely a talented fella. All right, 30 love Sabalenka. So down the tee, backhand return from Burrage is a good one. Really good return. Caught that early. Drove it? No, it's not English. Drove it down the line. And Sabalenka left rooted to the spot. Really good from Burrage. 30-15. Max says, hey Ash and everyone. Hey Max. Great to see you. So from Sabalenka is long. Like says, be right back. Ash still on, just going to attend a meeting. Come on, Saba. No worries, Lexi. The queen of multitasking. Serve from Sabalenka goes to the backhand of Burrage. Now an interrupt 4-1 from Sabalenka. Backhand cross from Burrage. And from Sabalenka. And from Burrage. Flips the net, lands in. Backhand slice from Sabalenka is really good. 4-1 from Burrage is short. Sabalenka punishes with the forehand, does she? No, Burrage gets there. Backhand cross now from Sabalenka. Burrage on the defense, big time, and this time Sabalenka puts it away, steps in, takes it on the rise, and pummels a forehand cross court. Too hot to handle there from Sabalenka. Burrage doing well to stay in that point for as long as she did, to be fair, but she was delaying the inevitable, to be honest. Max says, we had an interesting conversation about the TV Gossip Girl in the Sinner and Sonego match, or the TV show Gossip Girl. I never watched it. My sister really liked it. I think I've watched the odd episode, but I've heard it's good. So about wide. One return from Burrage. At the feet of Sabalenka. Backhand from Burrage now to the forehand of Sabalenka. Backhand cross from Burrage into the net again. Another unforced error, and she's venting her frustration. She clearly holds herself to higher standards than she's playing right now. Sabalenka looking good value, though, for her 4-1 lead as we go into the changeover. Guys, if you're enjoying this live stream, if you're enjoying all the content coming your way from QualityShot, then please, 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 I urge you to drop this vid a like. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Join the QualityShot family, as Robert, one of our valued members, says here. And expected this from Sabalenka, not gonna like that name. Wow. Yeah, I think fairly expected standard procedure right now so far. That was a lot of words. You can see I'm rusty with the commentary. It's been standard procedure so far from Sabalenka. Let's just say that. Plenty of QualityShot fam in the chat right now, which is great to see. Okay, we're calling BR. And if you guys didn't know already, we I think it's 4 streams today. 4 streams today. So we had Sinner Sonego, which by the looks of it, Max, you were dialed in for. And then obviously we've got Sabalenka Burrage right now with me. And then Monfils Rublev and Jabir Noskova, which I think Fazan's doing. I think Anthony is doing Monfils Rublev. So stream after stream coming your way. Serve down the tee, backhand return from Sabalenka, backhand cross from Burrage. Into our backhand from Burrage is really good. Now can she close it out? She goes backhand cross, Sabalenka on the run into the net. Good from Burrage. 15 love. Robert says, Ash, first time seeing you. Cheers. Nice to meet you, Robert. Thank you for tuning in to this live stream. Good to have you on the journey. Yeah, it's my first stream in many a month. I'm trying to think of when my last stream was, but it was a long time ago. I've been away traveling a bit, been on summer holiday, but the channel has been thriving in my absence, which is good to see. I know Anthony, David, Fazan, all doing a lot of real hard work. So big up to them. Sorry, missed that point, guys, but 30 love Burrage. Serves now to the backhand of Sabalenka. Backhand cross from Burrage. Good stuff on the backhand here from Burrage during this game. Too much for Sabalenka. 40 love. Could potentially be two strong service holds from Burrage. And maybe it's just prolonging the inevitable, but it's good to see. Our first serve is long from Burrage. Second serve to the backhand of Sabalenka. Forehand cross from Burrage. Backhand now from Burrage. Backhand cross from Sabalenka. Burrage going backhand cross as well. Sabalenka choosing to go line, but misses. Finds the net. Burrage holds, and it's now 4-2 to the Belarusian. Max says Draper beating Hurkacz in straight 3 sets is surprising. Yeah, definitely didn't see that coming. Given Hurkacz's form, I thought he was one of the danger men going into this tournament. Had some pretty good performances on the hard courts of America up till now. But as I'm sure we're all aware, Draper, a super talented player who's also from my town. He's going right to the top, I think. See how far he can go. Disappointing though for any Hubie fans. Just can't seem to string it together when it matters. Good serve out wide from Sabalenka. Burrage apologizes to the crowd as the ball comes off her frame and goes into the crowd. Sabalenka serving at 15 love then. She goes out wide, but misses. Be an unbelievable year for her, you have to say, if she can win this tournament in addition to Australia. So out wide to the backhand of Burrage. Forehand to forehand now, down the middle of the court. We go. Backhand cross from Sabalenka and from Burrage and from Sabalenka and again from Burrage. Sabalenka going massive with the backhand, massively long. 15 all. Max says, Ash, I think you last commentated for the French Open. Was it that long ago? Whoa. So you got good memory, Max. Yeah, that was a long time ago. And Fazan says, shout out Draper. ER says, Hurkacz is overrated, Imo. I'm a big fan of Hurkacz, but I understand why you'd say that. Just doesn't seem to have the minerals to go deep in a Grand Slam since that Wimbledon where he beat Federer. Serve to the backhand of Burrage, backhand into the net from Sabalenka. A lot of people say that her catches without his serve is not the guy really. And as much as I want to believe otherwise, certainly looking that way. Zan says Berkshire isn't too far from us, Lexi. You'll still be in the UK. You must still be in the UK. Serve from Saba goes long. Robert with the 4.99 super sticker. Thank you so much, Robert. You legend. You only just met me. You did not need to do that. Serve out wide. Backhand from Burrage. 4-1 forehand now. Backhand down the line from Sabalenka. Now she goes backhand cross. Burrage on the stretch with the backhand slice. Into in forehand from Sabalenka. Too good. Too good. 30 all. And as Max says, Robert, top guy. Yale says Grigor keeps double faulting. What's the score in that one now? I was initially going to try to stream that one, but I was up in the city. I couldn't make it home in time. But this is a fun watch too so far, that's for sure. Murray Dimitrov, though, what, to the old guard. I mean, Dimitrov is only 32. Still a youngster. Serve from Sabalenka goes into the net. It's a double fall, and it's a break point for Jodie Burrage. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Murray Dimitrov. Dimitrov is 4-3 up. Serving. It's his advantage. Having won the first set. Come on, Murray. Serve from Sabalenka. Big serve out wide. Now she goes with the forehand going into out. Burrage then loops a return long. Really good from Sabalenka. Under pressure there. Clutch first serve to bail her out of trouble. We are at deuce. But something, signs of encouragement for Jodie Burrage. The first break point of the match. Couple big points coming up. Serve from Sabalenka down the tee. It's a good serve again. Good return though from Burrage. Into forehand now. Into out forehand from Sabalenka is good. Can she close it at the net? You bet she can. Good overhead. Does the job. Set that up with a nice forehand drive down the line. And she now has advantage. Looking to go 5-2 up. Anna says, how are you, lovely Ash? Anna, I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited to be back on QualityShot. My first stream in a long time. I'm excited to see all you guys. Some new faces, some old faces. It's always good fun. How about you? How have you been? It's been a while. How have you been keeping? I'd like to know how the QualityShot family are doing. Serve down the tee. Big forehand from Burrage. Sabalenka then with a forehand herself. Lands on the line. Backhand to backhand now. Backhand slice from Sabalenka's great depth on it. Now she goes flat backhand down the line. But goes just long. We're back to deuce. Anna says, missed you. I missed you too, Manna. We've always had some good fun, so glad to be back on. BR says, Sabalenka is a great player, but she'd be more fun to watch if she shut up. Amanda says, I love Saba. She's good fun to watch. Never a dull moment. Serve is long from Sabalenka. So second serve to follow. Let's see if Burrage can get a good return on this. Put some more pressure on Sabalenka, who so far is struggling to close out this service game. Serve to the forehand of Burrage. Forehand from Sabalenka. Good depth. And Burrage steps in on the backhand now. It goes into the net. She had a fairly short ball and she is distraught to have missed that chance. Sabalenka with a fairly short ball. Burrage unable to take advantage. Got a reset though. Sabalenka still has to close out this game. Serve is into the trams by Sabalenka. Second serve now from Belarusian goes out wide. Backhand from Burrage into the tram lines, and Sabalenka with a bit of a shaky hold, but a hold nonetheless. And she is now one game away from taking the opening set. 5-2, she leads at the changeover. Guys, again, if you're enjoying this live stream, if you're enjoying all the content we've got for you at QualityShot right now, please drop us a like and subscribe to the channel. If you're new, join the QualityShot family. Hit that big red subscribe button. You will not regret it. Lan says, I like QB. Issue is the mental side, and I think the forehand can be flimsy. Yeah, agreed. He gave Djokovic a very close match at Wembley. Shame he can't get it to click for a week and a half or so. Yeah, I think that's exactly it, isn't it? Forehand definitely not as strong as the backhand. Great volleyer, obviously big server, but just doesn't seem, always when he seems in to be in a good vein of form, that's when you kind of get a more disappointing result in a way. And as I said, the mental side definitely plays its part. Max says, I'll put the match on mute for Sabalenka. Probably. Lord says, thanks, Robert. Indeed. Robert says, Saba's facial expressions are worth the price of admission. It's a bargain. Burrage serving to stay in this opening set. As Fazan says, hit that like button. Serve down the tee. Backhand return from Sabalenka. Into out forehand from Burrage. Backhand on the stretch from Sabalenka into the net. 15 love. Robert says, always bizarre, my friend. VR says, with her catch, he can't remain consistent and he plays so many tie breaks and 3-setters on ATP and 5-setters and slams. Just get the match done. So frustrated. That's true. That guy is always in a tie break. If in doubt, that guy is probably somewhere in the world engaged in a tie break. Backhand from Sabalenka. Big backhand cross from Burrage. Backhand on the run by Sabalenka and from Burrage. Now Sabalenka into the open court and Burrage simply got too much ground to eat up there. 15 all. I don't think Sabalenka's necessarily been too happy with herself in the opening 7 games, but she finds herself in a strong position. Burrage, I like her attitude on the court. I think she's got that competitive edge. Maybe her game, not yet ready to match up against the top players, but she's not shy out there. Nicely done from Sabalenka there, just dinks a forehand volley past her opponent. 15-30. She went forehand slice there, Sabalenka, and then forehand volley, just pushing it out of reach. Mar says, go Aryna, go, go. Some love for Saba in the chat. Serve out wide. Got return from Sabalenka. Drive volley from Burrage is a good one. Goes straight to the body of Sabalenka, who didn't have any time to adjust there. And it means Burrage has got to 30 all. Big point here. Can Sabalenka open up a set point? Someone says, if you want emojis like this, hit the join button. Serve to the forehand of Sabalenka, big return. Burrage then chips up a forehand. Forehand slice from Burrage clips the net and lands on her own side. So it is a set point for Sabalenka. Burrage again frustrated with herself. She clearly holds herself to higher standards. You know, she has that mentality of a player who's hungry. I've only ever watched her once before, and that was in that Nottingham final against her good buddy Katie Bolter, and there she was similarly expressive, and not in an annoying way as PR said, like Saba. I like watching Saba. Serve to the backhand of Sabalenka, back into backhand. Big forehand from Sabalenka, but she drags it wide. Few wild forehands from her in this set. Just perhaps needed to control things a bit more. Mariam says you're handsome. Thank you. VR says UK tennis used to be so good. Now highest ranked on men's is Norrie and on women's Bolter. Into the rally here at Deuce. Big forehand from Sabalenka, but the next one goes into the net. Burrage doing well, so save set point, and now advantage to Jodie. Yeah, I mean, in a way, it's encouraging. You know, we've got quite a few good men out there right now with Norrie, Evans, Draper, and let's say Murray's still doing his thing. Backhand down the line from Sabalenka is really good. Backhand drive volley into the net. How did she miss that? And Burrage miraculously holds. I can't believe Sabalenka's missed that drive volley. 5-3 Sabalenka, who has a chance to close it out on serve. VR says Raducanu won a slam and disappeared. Yeah, sad times. It's been a difficult few years really since she won. Serve out wide, block return from Burrage into the net. 15 love. But yeah, Bolter's playing the best tennis of her career. On a more positive note, she's risen up through the rankings quite well, as has Burrage. I think Katie Swan's doing quite well as well. I think a lot of the Brits had a pretty good grass court season, barring Wimbledon, really. But yeah, I'd say overall we're in a decent place. I guess a dreamer would think, you know, we've got Draper and Raducanu, two of the youngest, most exciting talents around, but obviously things with Emma haven't been going great with injuries and things like that. Draper as well, injuries himself, but looking like he's having a good US Open so far, which is good. So yeah, I'm fairly hopeful about British tennis right now. Serve down the tee from Sabalenka, backhand cross court. Oh, brutal. I remember watching Fazana myself live streaming the Sabalenka Rebecca final in Australia. And I just remember thinking some of the hitting was just insane. Such a high level of tennis. And that's what makes Sabalenka so fun to watch, is some of the ball striking is crazy. 3 set points here, so I've barely commentated over a pointless game. 3 set points for Sabalenka. First serve to the backhand of Burrage. Now an interrupt forehand from Sabalenka is massive. Burrage does get there. Overhead now for Sabalenka. And she's missed it wildly. She glares over to her team as if to say, hope you weren't watching. But it's a fairly sunny day there in Queens. Burrage sending it into orbit, and her opponent missed it wildly. Mariam says, Ashes Fazal says Mariam Ash is the handsomest. I'm trying to be like the main man. BR says we have Grigor in Bulgaria, but he's getting older now. Yeah, but he's had a great career. To be fair, ranked as high as number 3, I think, maybe. Into the rally here. But Burrage going long on the forehand, and Sabalenka takes the first set 6-3. Standard procedure so far, and she's looking good value to book her place in the third round. Is the Belarusian Burrage. Some encouraging points, but also a few too many errors, gifting points to her much higher ranked opponent, which you can't be doing. And it is it's disappointing in that sense from her perspective, but 6-3, not a scoreline to be embarrassed about by any stretch of the imagination. So she can take pride in that. A few more comments here. Mariam says Raducanu should learn from Sharapova to balance tennis expectation and fame. Yes, that is well put. That is well put. All those things she's having to juggle at once, and it's definitely tough on young shoulders, as Sharapova had to experience. But I'm hopeful for Emma. The main thing is that she's still super young, and I believe in her. But it's good. It's good to see players like Burrage and Bolter, in the main draws at the slams. Bolter is Burrage singing along, a bit like Emma when she won the US Open. He also says, I like Draper a lot, was playing good until he got injured. Yeah, exactly. He was looking really dangerous. And hopefully he can get back to his best. Grigor's 3 rank in 2017. Yeah, what an achievement. Love watching him play as well. Good serve down the tee, backhand return. That was a let, sorry. Grigor was just so fun to watch. That one-hander, diving volleys from time to time. Type of player who could win a point out of absolutely nothing. And it says, Vamos Saba. Serve out wide. Forehand from Sabalenka. Backhand now cross court from both women. Sabalenka slice, but it's cut off by Burrage. Really positive play. That's that grass court tennis coming into play there. Cutting off the loopy slice from Sabalenka early at the net. Really good from Jodie Burrage there. Nice angle on the backhand. Saw early that Sabalenka was going to slice it, and great anticipation, good execution of the volley as well. Great point all round. Good serve there from Burrage, and Sabalenka goes long, so 30 love. Man says, BR, at least you have someone we don't have players to cheer for. That's a sad one. Serve is long from Burrage. It's maybe sad. Zan says, BR Draper is solid. Facts. Serve to the backhand of Sabalenka. Forehand now to the backhand drop shot from Sabalenka. Burrage at the nets. Couldn't quite reach the heights that she needed to just drop that one in. And she ends up going wide. Cracks a smile. Seems to be enjoying herself out there, perhaps. Feeling quite loose now after that first set. Which is, nice to see a player playing with their smile on their face. Yeah, this was also, it's not a demolition of a set. Let's see if she can rally. Serve out wide to the backhand of Sabalenka. Forehand to forehand now. Sabalenka steps in on the short ball and puts it away. Just chipped up by Burrage and got the treatment it deserved. Mariam says, what if Wozniacki wins this US Open? That would be wild. Yeah, I mean, she's already done pretty insane. Having had kids, come back, beat Kvitova, up against Brady now, see what she can do. Sean says, rally good double meaning there. I didn't clock that. Serve out wide is a let. But yeah, that'd be crazy if Wozniacki came back to win. Having not really played much at all. I know she played a bit in the warm-up tournaments. And a poor return from Sabalenka on the backhand. 30-all. Sorry, 40-30. My mistake. But yeah, exciting to see how far Caroline Wozniacki can go. Serve down the tee. Great serve. And Sabalenka cannons a forehand return into the skies and into the crowd. So Burrage with a great hold. And she leads the second set, sorry, 1-love. Sean says, Fazan says, Sean wink. Sean's witty like that. You can clock the double meanings in that. I wish I could. Guys, once more, if you're enjoying this live stream, this play-by-play comms, then please drop this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Join the QualityShot fam. You'll be welcome with open arms by our friendly subscribers and friendly team. Got a bunch of good guys on the team. Serve to the forehand of Burrage, right at the feet of Sabalenka. Now forehand from Burrage is a loopy one but deep. Sabalenka a bit of moonballing going on now. And Sabalenka then going backhand, clips the net, lands in. Burrage backhand, puts it away. Love 15. Big serve from Sabalenka there. What a response. Going down the tee. No chance for Burrage. 15-all. Man, it says hit the like over. Hit your kid with an egg. Definitely. Serve from Sabalenka down the tee. Big serve again. Really good. 30-15. VR says, I love Burrage's attitude. Actually playing well. Just Saba's so strong. Saba has been making a few misses in longer rallies. See if Burrage can rally. That's, I mean, very well put. Very well put. Playing well. I really like her attitude on court. It's quite refreshing. And yeah, I mean, you're up against such a top player. Sabalenka obviously is going to do her thing. Not shy to playing on these famous courts in front of big crowds. Not a good serve there from Sabalenka. Double full after a couple aces. 30-all. And Burrage just asked the question now. Anna says, don't do it, folks. Are you speaking from experience? MJ says, hi, Ash. Hey, MJ. How you doing? Serve from Sabalenka. Misses the tee. Second serve for Burrage to look at now. See what she's got. Come on, Jodie. Serve to the forehand of Burrage. Backhand from Sabalenka's miss. Good return. Right into the body of Sabalenka, who goes way wide with the backhand. Great point. Jodie Burrage. She's rallying. Robert says, I've seen comments this US Open has been a letdown so far. I disagree. After watching Kara and Joker, it's exciting. Yeah, I don't think it's been a letdown. A lot of seeds dropping out as well, which is always exciting. And then, yeah, the storylines we're getting so far. So, for the backhand of Burrage, big forehand from Sabalenka is humongous. He's gargantuan. Nothing Burrage could do there, to be honest. Deuce. Yeah, the storylines have been exciting so far with Wozniacki, Stricker on the men's side. Yeah, I think it's going to set up for a great tournament. Serve to the forehand of Burrage, into up forehand from Sabalenka, backhand on the stretch by Burrage. Sabalenka now forehand cross. Burrage on the run with the forehand. Does it land in? No, just long. Just long. Great effort from Burrage there. MJ says, just ran 3.5 miles. Easy peasy. MJ, you ledge. I remember you saying you're quite a big exercise fan, right? 3.5 miles, that is substantial. Light work though, by the sounds of it. MJ says, I may have blocked someone by accident on my phone. No hard feelings then if it happens, guys. It was an accident. Serve to the back of the Burrage. Backhand down the line from Sabalenka. Whew. I thought Burrage had a chance in that game, but Sabalenka had other ideas. Absolute cannons a backhand down the line. Loose arms and just pummels it. Too good. Marim says, is Burrage a counterpuncher? I'm not too sure, having not watched much of her. I don't think so, but I think she's being forced to counterpunch really by Sabalenka and her game. I think ideally she wouldn't be, but I think in a way, if this makes sense, she plays quite British. You know, she looks like she looks to get into the net and volley, but that's hard against Sabalenka, and often she's having to get into these baseline battles, and Sabalenka is just too strong, forcing Burrage onto the run, so she can't necessarily take the ball early. Sabalenka there missing with the backhand, going long, so 30 love Burrage. But yeah, if you're Sabalenka, I mean, at the end of the day, you're just trying to book a place in the next round, but I don't think she'll be happy with how many errors she's made. Just blowing hot and cold right now. MJ says, I like Kenin. Yeah, me too. Robert says, MJ, I'm a big Kenin fan. Hope her comeback stays steady. Yeah, agreed. Oh, that's good from Sabalenka. They're going into the corner with the backhand. And again, as I said, Burrage is forced to play on the run just because of how Sabalenka is able to dictate from the baseline. Gets really low on the backhand there, really accurate. And just too much for Burrage right now. Son says, yeah, Marin. Read a counter puncher. Serve down. That's right, out wide is really good. 40-15. Now, I think ideally she'd like to be more aggressive, but it's not really going to happen against someone like Sabalenka. And a good serve out wide there before Sabalenka goes long. So good hold from Burrage, who holds her opening 2 service games of the second set. 2-1, she leads. You guys remember to please like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Liel says, Kenin beat Goff at Wimby, if I remember correctly. She's looked good. Is she still in this tournament? Oh, she played? I feel like I remember a match against Goff. Oh, it was this year. Yeah, it was a big upset this year. I thought, for some reason, it was the year before. Yeah, she's still in the tournament. Who's she playing? I don't remember. The Sitkin, I think. Yeah, she does. As Robert says, she's playing today against the 13th seed. Kenin, of course, Aussie Open winner. Still just 24. Feels like she's been on tour for a long time. I don't know, maybe just me. BR says, yeah, she's still in, playing on this very court real soon. Oh, she's exactly a year older than me. She's born on my birthday. Then just says night match. Highest, let's finish in the US Open 4th round before. So not somewhere she's had as much joy as she had in Australia and in a French Open where she was a finalist back in 2020. But let's see what she's got. Sabalenka now serving at 1-2. Serves to the backhand of Burrage. Backhand to backhand. Forehand now cross court from Burrage goes long. Bear with me, guys. I've just the stream's just gone down. Let me reload the track. Now we're back in biz. And we find ourselves, well, Sabalenka finds herself at 30 love on serve. She goes down the tee, backhand return from Burrage. Forehand cross from Sabalenka goes long, 30-15. Fazan says, hit the like button, peeps. Listen to the man. Robert says, that should be a banger tonight. Oh, yeah. Today's a really good set of matchups. That's why we love the Grand Slams. Every time you look, there's always a tantalizing matchup on its way. Good serve down the tee, 40-15, Sabalenka. Mariam says many players come back in this tournament. Yeah, it's been the story of comebacks right now. I'm just excited to see who can go as far as possible on in their comebacks. It's always nice to get those storylines, as well as seeing the top players who can impress out those. Serve to the body of Burrage, goes backhand to the forehand of Sabalenka. Backhand now from Burrage into the forehand again of Sabalenka, who goes into the net. 40-30. David in the building says, hey Ash, hoping Jodie can come back here, but a big ask, isn't it? Very big ask. Very big ask, but she's started this second set well, and a lot of positives to take, I think, so far. But it's very hard to bet against Sabalenka right now. And big up David, guys. He's been doing stream after stream for the fans. Great serve. Is it? No. Just goes long. Yeah, David's been doing stream after stream for you guys, so big ups to him. Serve to the backhand of Burrage. Into and forehand from Sabalenka. Goes long. Real signs of frustration there from Sabalenka. And it's deuce. Positive from Burrage. Serve from Sabalenka goes out wide, lands in. Good forehand from Sabalenka there. Needed that. Advantage for the Belarusian. Marim says, I remembered Kenin targeted Goff's forehand side a lot and worked. I think Goff's forehand has improved. So I don't know, I can't recall if they're on the same side of the draw, but Goff on good form. I think her forehand's improved. Could Kenin do the same? I don't know, but head-to-head does play a part. You know, sometimes it's that psychological thing as well. Serve down the tee from Sabalenka's a good one. No chance of Burrage. And Sabalenka knew that was a big hold. She was under pressure there. 2-all. But yeah, Kenin, I mean, head-to-head plays its part. I mean, I always think of Monfils and Djokovic. That head-to-head. Wonder if it just plays on your mind, even if it's, you know, you've only played each other a handful of times. It says, cheers, David. Is the sleep sacrifice worth it? Of course. Serve down the tee goes wide from Burrage. Second serve to follow. Serve from Burrage now to the backhand of Sabalenka. A bit tame with that serve. Now Sabalenka, great backhand down the line. Again, you just have to be on it against these top players. And a very passive, tame second serve is going to get punished. Marim says, but Goff improved her forehand after that Wimbledon disaster. Yeah, exactly. I think it's in a much better place now. He's actually who I picked to win the tournament. Great serve from Burrage out wide. Big serve. No chance for Sabalenka, really. 15-all. Yeah, I backed the youth. I went Goff and Alcaraz. I'm not sure if it will happen. We'll see. But yeah, excited to see what Coco can do this tournament. She didn't have an easy first round match by any stretch. It's the rally here, good depth from Sabalenka, and Burrage had to dig that one out. It was always going to be difficult on the forehand. 15-30. Is this where Sabalenka makes the breakthrough? But yeah, fairly sticky first round match for Goff, but then a pretty impressive second round performance, and a nice matchup against Mertens to come. So about wide, into the net. Serve to the backhand of Sabalenka. 30-all as Saba goes into the net. David says, was definitely important, Marim. Goff needed this improvement in her forehand. Agreed. Serve at 30-all for Burrage. Can she set up game point? Good serve out wide. Form return from Sabalenka. One into the net from Burrage. It's wasteful when she gives her racket a swish in frustration. She knows that forehand set up quite nicely. She knows that could be a pivotal miss, as it is break point to Sabalenka. Is this where she makes her move? So that wide backhand down the line from Sabalenka. What a return! What a return! VR says, "Oh no, Dimmy, what are you doing? These double faults, more double faults. What's the score now?" Yeah, I didn't say properly, but Sabalenka did break there through two, and starting to think that could be the pivotal break that was needed. Dimitrov's still in a pretty good shape, though, no? 2 sets up, break in the third, advantage. How many double faults is it? 6. Dimitrov looking good against Murray, though. Sean says, Goff's forehand looked a bit neater yesterday. I wonder what advice she's had on that shot. Definitely looking better. Sorry, David says, big call, Goff to win the tournament, but I can't say anything. I had Hubie and Layla in the finals. I mean, I hear those shouts though as well. Layla's got history here. Hubie's have been playing well up to this in the other hardcore tournaments. I was backing Hubie to do much better as well. But yeah, that's the beauty, isn't it? Goff winning is definitely more possible. He says Seaman was wasting time in the first round match. Was painful to watch. Oh yeah, I heard about this. Sabalenka serving at 3-2, looking to consolidate that break. Serves out wide, 4-1 into the net from Burrage. 15 love. He was almost broken back. It's fine now. Panic over. Max says, I thought Kvitova would have won the second set. Congrats to Wozniacki winning the tiebreak in the second set. Yeah, I didn't predict that for sure. Kvitova always there or thereabouts, you know, in these sort of tournaments. And she's always seeded pretty high. You never know what she's capable of, but big ups to Caroline. Yas says, I was not expecting Wozniacki to win against Kvitova, but I ain't complaining. Glad to see her back like she never left. Genuinely, yeah, it feels like she never left. 15 all then. Serve out wide. And Burrage flashing return long. Burrage, of course, looking to join her fellow Brit Bolter in the third round. But a bit of a tougher test for her than KTB. 30-15 after a good serve there from Sabalenka. Now she served down the tee for return from Burrage. Backhand cross from Sabalenka, approaches the net, flips the net but lands in. Then backhand is pummeled by Sabalenka. 40-15. David says, Big John on close to winning in the fifth. Come on, John. That'd be heroic. 5-setter against Mo. What a hero. Into the rally here, 4-1 to forehand. Backhand down the line from Sabalenka, brilliant hitting. And she holds, she consolidates that break. Really, really good hitting there from Sabalenka, having got that break. Having looked a bit nervy early on in the second set. Already putting her under some pressure, but Sabalenka has really grabbed this match by the scruff of the neck now. And is looking really commanding, confident on both wings. Isner's on match point right now. Playing in the dubs as well with Jack Sock, didn't he? Good from Burrage, not Bolter, but then a forehand slice. A sign that she may have just run out of ideas here, Burrage. Really wasn't a shot to play, and she's going to retreat into the corner and psych herself up. Love 15. David says, match point Isner for a third round in his last ever tournament. Essentially a taller Serena Williams this year. Serve down the tee. Better. One into the net by Sabalenka. 15 all. Good serve there. Finds her spot. Yeah, I'm happy for John though if he can have a good run in this swan song. Good into out forehand from Burrage though. She's caught kind of in no man's land now. Backhand from Sabalenka again is really, really good. Really good on that backhand side from Sabalenka. Just seems so comfortable with it right now. David says, I don't know if you're getting the same light show as that. VR says, Grigor double break. It's all the same sparkly outfits from Big John. Serve down the tee is a let. That guy, I mean, talk about like an unforgettable player. No one will forget him anytime soon. Whether it's the serve, that match, that iconic match against Mahoo. Didn't he have another marathon match as well against Kevin Anderson at Wimbledon? I think. Kick serve from Burrage and Sabalenka furious with herself as she sends a return way wide. Did not catch that. Sparkly backwards cap with sequence, maybe, yeah. But yeah, Big John will not be forgotten anytime soon. Serve out wide. Good return this time from Sabalenka. Backhand cross from Sabalenka to the backhand of Burrage. Backhand to backhand. And then Burrage, backhand into the net. That's the thing, trading blows with Saba from the baseline. Few players would succeed. You know, even in the top 50, let alone someone in Jodie's situation. Will she look back on those 2 break points missed? As Saba has break point herself here. The first serve is missed by Burrage. Second serve to the backhand of Sabalenka. Backhand from Burrage. And from Sabalenka. Cross court they go here. Better from Burrage. This time down the middle. Forehand from Sabalenka is good. Approaches the net. Forehand again, really good. Going into it. And that is world class from Sabalenka. And she will now serve for this match. Tool, you wondered, could Burrage hold and just put some pressure on Sabalenka, build a bit of scoreboard pressure, but that break from Sabalenka, as you kind of felt it was pivotal. And now she's looking very likely to book her place in the 3rd round. Sean says, people talk about his serve, but he was also super determined to last through those long matches. Yeah, well said. Well said. You don't make it through those long matches without a proper steely mentality. Because, yeah, can't even imagine what it's like to play in that sort of match. And just seems like a generally fun guy. Seems like a popular person on tour, a lot of friends. So I'm sure he'll be missed. Max says, Sabalenka fans don't have to worry of this match going to 3 sets. Yeah, definitely doesn't look like that. She's looking good value to march on. Important though for the high ranked players, not to look too far ahead. Take each match as it comes. And although I think she's been a bit mistake prone today, I think overall she'll be happy with her performance. Served pretty well. And looked especially good on that backhand side. Definitely seems to be doing well on the movement front. So things are coming together for Saba. 15 love here. Saba serves to the forehand of Burrage. And she goes backhand line, clips the net and lands in. Burrage and forehand to the body of Sabalenka. Great backhand volley from Sabalenka. Overhead. Burrage gets there. Sabalenka forehand volley. Really nicely done. Good touch of the net. Nice angle with the racket face. 30 love. Had to work for that point, but always looked like she was going to win it. David asks, should I cover Alcaraz, Harris, or Kenin Kasikina later, guys? Is it a worthwhile sacrifice of my sleep? That's a tough one. I don't know. That is a tough one. Both matches look really good. Serve down the tee is an ace, 40 love. 3 match points for Saba. Yeah, guys, let David know. Which one should he do? Would people in the chat watch? Yeah, if he's going to sacrifice his sleep, guys, then we need people tuning in. But both look like good matches. So about wide. Backhand is into the trams from Jodie Burrage. And Sabalenka moves into the third round here at Flushing Meadows. She beats the Brit Jodie Burrage 6-3, 6-2 in a fairly convincing performance. Burrage definitely a lot to be proud of, a lot of positives to take in what was probably the biggest match of her career till now. If you exclude maybe her match in Nottingham in the final against her good friend Katie Bolter. But Sabalenka much too strong in the end. Never really looked in doubt. Just seemed to have all the answers to Jodie Burrage. And she'll be hoping to keep building some momentum and make a deep run in this tournament. David says, Sabalenka rolling through here. Jodie not quite on the same elite level. Very much so. Too good, Saba. Too good. Let me do a quick check of the scores elsewhere. So, yeah, Dimitrov looking very good in his matchup against Andy on our thrash. He's 4-1 up in the third set. Berrettini down a set to Rinderknech. Zverev looking pretty likely to go through against his compatriot, Altmaier. And then the big one, Mo Isner is 5-6 Mo serving. Isner 48 aces, just the 48 so far. See how that one goes. That's looking like a madness of a match. Robert says, Kenin Kasikina for me, David, but either is good. There you go, David. That's one vote for the KK. But yeah, both matches looking pretty good. Good friend Katie Bolter, not so good friends with Harriet Tarr. Yeah, that was funny. Remember that feud? That was, especially because it was so British, the argument. It was like, I think Tarr was complaining about like the sign, like the gesture she was doing or something, and then she was like, mate, I do it every time, mate. It's so British. Even though, yeah, I thought they were good friends, but I guess even good friend beef on the tennis court. Max says Alcaraz for me, but MJ would say Kenin. Looks like it's going to be a hard one to call. Either way, it is it's been and is set to be a good day here at QualityShot Tennis. It wasn't long ago that we struggled, to bring you guys, one stream every few days. But look at us now. Potentially 5 streams in a day if David goes on to do Kenin or Alcaraz. Monfils Rublev to come. That'll be a great match. Hopefully. Definitely excited to tune into that one. Anthony's going to be streaming that. Always a good watch of Anthony. Jabber, Noskova, Fazan's going to be doing that. The main man. So you're getting treated to everybody. And David potentially with the 2 streams in the day. That's heroic. The Mo lady says GG's in the chats. Saba moves on. David says Dimitrov just hit a ridiculous slice winner. That's why this guy, his highlight reel is just a joke. Some of the stuff, his hands are just crazy. But some of the stuff he can do, just talent. 5-1 up against Murray now. That one's looking like it's done and dusted. Max says, congrats to Sabalenka. Max says, thank you, Ash. It's nice to see you back. Nice to see you as well, Max. Thanks for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. Hope you're well. Robert says, QualityShot is gaining steam. Nothing but upward from here. Love that, Robert. Well said. Yeah, I mean, it's exciting times. I think we've got a really good bunch of commentators on now. Not that we didn't before, but it's like a lot for Fazan to do himself. But now we've got people genuinely, passionate about tennis, know their stuff as well, way more than I could ever know about tennis. And that means, obviously we've got a great fan base as well, which is the key thing. I think people, you know, we've got regulars who come in and you know, I think when you have, you know, a fan base that's so connected with the creators, the content creators, the commentators, you know, that just makes for a really good environment. And yeah, that's why I love being on, because it's a really, really nice atmosphere in these streams. And obviously everyone's got tennis in common, but I feel like people can come and chat about anything on here, which is really nice. And it's just, yeah, it's a great community. So long may it continue. And as Robert said, nothing but upward from here. David says, highlight reel, you think he's top 5 of the last 10 years. Fact, exactly. Exactly. You think he's an absolute all-timer. But yeah, guys, I am going to wrap this stream up because when's the next one starting? Let me check. Let me know if you're planning to do the 4 or potentially 5 streams in a row, guys. Who are the QualityShot loyalists among us? I'm definitely dipping to the Monfils Rublev stream and the Jabeur stream, and then if I don't fall asleep, David, I'll join in with yours as well. Sleep sacrifice from the man. Drop it a like when it comes up then, guys. But yeah, that is about all she wrote from me, guys, for this stream of Sabalenka Burrage. Sabalenka progressing through fairly comfortably into the next round. Before I depart, just want to say again, guys, please like the vid, subscribe to the channel if you're new. You'd be super welcome here at QualityShot. So do not hesitate to hit that big red subscribe button. Make sure you tune in. Monfils Rublev starting pretty soon, and Jabeur after that with spoiler alert, Kenin later on as well. So plenty more content coming your way at QualityShot. Get commenting, get interacting. We look forward to seeing you there. But that'll be that from me. Super cool to see you guys again. It's been a while. Thank you for having me. Thank you for all your comments. And I'll see you real soon. Take care, guys.